In a Toronto suburb, Mark Carney brought back EV rebates and provided a shock to utilities that produce electric power.
In the coming weeks, our government will unveil a new electricity strategy to double, I'll repeat, to double our grid capacity.
This comes days after Manitoba Hydro announced a 10-year plan of its own to produce more power, another 900 megawatts, on top of the 6,100 megawatt capacity it already has. It took Hydro 120 years of dam building to produce all this electricity. Manitoba's environment minister responded diplomatically to the question of whether it's possible to double that.
Well, it's an ambitious plan.
Hydro's own plan to add power calls for improvements to existing hydro stations, building 3 new natural gas-burning turbines in Brandon by 2030, and buying power from Indigenous-owned wind farms that would be up and spinning by 2035.
We really want to ensure that it is a credible plan, something that is ambitious, but is achievable at the same time.
Hydro's plan has critics. The Consumers Coalition of Manitoba is concerned this province will be left behind while the world moves to renewable power sources.
What seems to them to be doubling down on natural gas, is that reasonable in light of the changing climate and the changing marketplace? Or are we going to be creating undue risk of stranded natural gas investments in 15 or 20 years?
Hydro says gas turbines would only be used to prevent midwinter power shortages.
More of a peaking backstop resource. They're not going to run a long time unless we, other than to meet those winter peaks when it's very cold and we have a very high demand on the system, or if we have a transmission emergency and need some local generation right away.
In addition to generating more power, Hydro is also banking Manitobans will use energy more efficiently. There are plans to offer lower rates to consumers who use electricity at off-peak hours. Bartley Kivas, CBC News, Winnipeg.